I have a tiny head.
I would say $4. Anything under $4. Hi.
So right there, the kids have been taught, right? They've been taught you can only have this much. And so how much can we have today, Mom? Mom, $4. You can have anything under $4.
Yeah.
The kids, I mean, oh. And so, right, they don't. And the reason they train you like that is so, right, you, as if you're anything, is because the worst thing you want to have to tell your child is no. So let me just tell you, like, if I don't put that rule out and you want something that's $6.50, I'm going to have to say no.
Right.
So.
Mode is derived from Latin modus, meaning do or proper measure.
Shut up. Richard.
Oh, can I tell you a little something about ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, ice cream is made from cream, which comes from cow's milk, and cream has a lot of fat in it.
Richard.
What?
Again, he's again trying to, he's struggling to be an influence on his child and not have other people's influence that he considers losers.
Yeah. Weak.
Weakness enter into that. I mean, it's such a strange.
Yeah.
And yet, I believe a lot of people. Oh yeah, a lot of people are guilty of that. A lot of dads. Everything else, not me. But some.
Dad, anyway, remember?
What? Find out what?
Well, when you eat ice cream, the fat in the ice cream becomes fat in your body.
Richard, I swear to God.
What?
Look, even the way that son was looking at him, like, are you telling my sister this?
Become fat, and if you don't, you're gonna stay nice and skinny, sweetie.
Nice and skinny.
Richard is an idiot. I like a woman with meat on her bones.
Those women in Miss America, are they skinny or are they fat? Honey?
Oh man, look at the paint on them. Ah, so good.
They're skinny, I guess.
Ah.
Guess they don't eat a lot of ice cream.
And here's your ice cream. A la mode, right? I'll be back with your waffles in a sec.
Does anyone want my ice cream?
Yeah, I like a little. Dwayne, Frank, Olive's not gonna have our ice cream.
Yeah, do you mind if I...
Look, even Dwayne. Even Dwayne. So we see he's not just this uncaring prick that is in his own. Look.
You sure you don't want to have some, Olive? These waffles are gonna be awful lonely in there.
Watch this.
Wait! Stop! Don't eat it all.
All right, Olive.
Richard.
And he blows the thing at him. So it's like so now they're starting to come together, but teaming up against
Dad.
Is it Frank? What's
No,
his name?
Richard.
Richard, yeah, sorry, Richard Hoover.
Hoover.
Dick sucks. So yeah. So there's some alliances happening.
Yeah.
And that is nice to see, and because you can see them like they're because people don't like to. It's very tough to get in the middle of a parent and their child.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because who am I to tell you to how to raise your child?
With my ideas, and I know, and you've already told me you don't want that, so therefore, it's difficult. But when they figured out a way to subvert it, then that makes it fun.
Yeah. Did you need another? Oh.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to get it.
I want to make sure I'm still good in my framing. Gotta look nice for the camera.
Okay. So here he is going to go out and make a call to.
Like dismiss me like a freak.
Give me a call, please.
Hey, did you get him?
No, I can't get a signal out.
He lies. She lies about smoking. He lies about
getting to contact with Rosemary.
Well, we got to do 600 miles.
So obviously this guy's blowing him off. He's so frightened of being a loser or seen as a loser, and this not going through. He's invested everything in. And disappointing her because he's been putting their money into it.
Yeah.
Her money.
Yeah.
And so, again, like the son, like focusing on something to really get away from the family instead of fix the family, you know, him.
Driving today and 200 tomorrow. It's a lot of driving. Let's go.
Well, honey, I'll drive for a while.
No, I got it.
Oh, you're right. I gotta learn how to do this. I mean, you're doing it. How hard can it be?
Oh.
Everybody push! All right,
So they're literally now working together
They
as
have
a
to.
team.
Yeah. The bus is the thing that
Brings them together.
forces them to
Yeah. Work as a team
work as a team.
for a single goal,
Yeah.
common goal. The guy was helping
That was
too. I didn't
helping.
realize that. I can't slow down.
No one gets left behind. No one gets left behind. Outstanding, soldier. Outstanding.
What a sense of accomplishment.
Yes, it's the first time he smiled
Yeah.
in the movie.
Outstanding.
Was that
First
fun?
time you've seen any of them smile, I
Yeah.
think, except for her.
Yeah, and him too. The grandfather smiled a little bit.
Because in a storytelling thing, you have to have dynamics of, things have to go well sometimes. They can't go all bad.
Yeah.
Until they go well at the end.
Yeah.
It's got to be, ups and
Little
downs.
victories here and there, right?
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
victories.
You saw that little moment of him considering, that, like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of like happiness going around. And
Do I
it's
let
that
myself
little-
sink into it?
Yeah, that little moment. Again,
No, I'm not gonna let myself.
perfect. Well, I mean, just whatever the choice is, you make a choice there. And
Yeah.
that Daniel kid, man, he's going places.
I'm gonna drink his milkshake.
Finally, I'm just sitting there, and I decide, this is Stan Grossman. What the hell? And I start pitching him the 9 steps, and about, I don't know,
She's over
2
it.
minutes in, he stops me. He
Over
says,
it.
I can sell this. Interesting. Yeah, and this is the guy who knows how to do it. You start with a book, and then you do a media tour, corporate events.
You start with a book.
Series. I
Did
mean,
you catch
there's a
that?
whole fascinating
You start
science
with a
to how
book.
you roll these-
It's no
Yeah.
success yet. You
Yeah.
start with a book.
Right.
Craziness.
And he's pitching, like, because that's his thing. So now, like, he's pitching to his family and like
Yeah.
to his brother that just tried to off himself and
Yeah.
everything else. And so,
Well, one of the things I talk about just because we're in Los Angeles.
because people that constantly pitch, in Los Angeles,
Yeah, well, that I've had some of my actors go, why don't you write a book? I'm like, I'm not writing a book. It's like, that's what other acting teachers do. They write a book, then they start teaching. It's like craziness.
well, just it's the idea that that's why, a lot of people from New York and other places say that LA theater sucks so bad. It sucks a lot of the times because it's like desperate people pitching
Yeah.
instead of being about the craft and showing your work and putting in the work
Yeah.
and doing, training and having something to really show and then showing it because you got your heart in it. There is that in LA, but it's obviously rare. It's like it's rare anywhere.
Yeah.
But because people can afford to desperately pitch, I haven't had the proper training. I haven't had, studied this part, but I can't afford to rent a theater,
Yeah.
on my credit card or with my mom's money and then go and
Put up a play that.
put up a little play and then do a crappy job and then my friends come and see me and invite agents and then let them see how crappy I am too
It's nonsense.
and ruin my career.
Yeah.
And yet people keep doing it.
Time and time again.
And that's why I never go. Even with good friends
Yeah.
invite me to theater pieces, I almost never ever go. Because theater's dead. Film,
Yeah.
wave of the future, man.
That's right.
Now film is dead.
YouTube.
That's right. TV, wave of the
TV.
future. Nope. Now TV's dead. YouTube,
Yeah.
wave of the future. Then what's coming after
I don't
this?
know.
That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I hear that they're even
The
doing.
next medium.
They're even going back to doing podcasts of shows that are done in the 40 style of radio. They're doing podcasts that are actually
They're radio
Radio
dramas,
radio
radio
dramas.
plays, which
80
Probably
years old.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, but 80 years old.
Full circle.
Full circle. Here we go.
Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
so he's in Scottsdale right now, building.
So that means next coming after that, vaudeville. It's
Vaudeville.
gonna come alive again.
That's right. Lauren Hardy.
Uh,
Silent films.
Getting the whole hype thing going. He's doing what the pros call a ticking clock auction.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, and I can detect that note of sarcasm there,
Love her.
Frank.
What sarcasm? I didn't hear it.
But I want you
Yeah,
to know
she
something.
enjoys it, but she's
Yeah.
trying not to.
I feel sorry for you.
You do? Good.
Yeah, I do. The sarcasm is the refuge of losers.
It is? Really?
Yep.
Really?
Sarcasm is losers trying to bring winners down to their level, and that's step 4 in the program.
Wow, Richard, you really opened my eyes to what a loser I am. How much do I owe you for those pearls?
Oh, that one's on the house, buddy.
It is?
Yeah. It's on the house.
the
That's on
passive
house.
aggressive.
Wow, that was
Hello? Stan? Stan?
Classic.
Signal.
Signal.
Stan Grossman. Richard Hoover. Finally. How you doing?
So, again, he makes a great choice. Now again, this is the actor's choice.
Yeah.
He has the words. He knows he's been trying to reach Stan Grossman this entire time to get the news about his
9 steps.
book.
Yeah.
The other thing he also knows is, as the actor, this is not going to go well, this conversation. But does he... So what he does is, he goes in with the truthful expectations that this is going to go amazing. I finally got him.
Yeah.
So give me the good news. And he sets himself up emotionally for the biggest, if this doesn't go well. It's a very, a lot of actors, I don't know why, they think, oh, this is a subtle choice. It's not a subtle choice, it's a weak choice. When casting directors say don't make weak choices, they're talking about if you go into this phone call and you go subconsciously, as an actor, I have to be down here at the end of this, like 15 seconds. So therefore, you probably better, I'm going to start here.
So I can get here easier.
So I can get here easier.
So I make sure that I get there.
So I can make sure I get there
Yeah.
because I'm insecure
Yep.
about being able to truthfully get there. No, you got to go for it, bitches.
Yeah.
Take a leap of faith, and you got to start with truthful expectations that this is supposed to go my way. Absolutely. And here's why. X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 2, 3. And you give yourself these reasons of, I know the answer is, it's going to be a huge, they're going to publish it worldwide.
Yeah,
it's
huge
going to be
success.
amazing. And then
Kind
you
of how
gotta-
I set myself up for success with this YouTube channel.
And now you're going to
And
take
now,
a
and now when none
huge
of you
fall.
watch it, I'm gonna
Huge fall. So,
But anyways, going into the audition. Sorry.
so which I've talked to you about realistic expectations.
I
sir.
know.
Anyway,
You want to start here.
So yeah, you've got to take the big swing. Take the big swing.
And I will say to the actors that think that their talent is enough and they don't need to practice, if you go into an audition and okay, I'm supposed to cry at the end, and so you don't set yourself up for that highest thing to the biggest fall because you're worried about that result at the end. You're like, I'm not sure if I can get there. Perhaps you just need to practice more.
Yeah, you're not trained enough.
You're not trained enough.
You're just not trained enough.
It's
Face
not.
it.
It's no reflection on your talent.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have the
You've got the talent.
the strong hold on your
But
talent.
a good fighter knows when they're ready for the fight.
That's right.
That's the key. They got the talent to win. You got the talent to win, but you got to know when you're ready for the fight and what the fight is, what the opponent is. And so, yeah, if you don't trust yourself to go moment to moment and hear, and there's no one on the other end of that GD phone.
That's right.
He's acting with his imagination. He's listening to his imagination. If you don't know how to let that affect you and hit you so that you can go from the high to the low, you got to learn how to do that. You got to train more.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can't get in all the ins and outs of how to do that here. We'll be here all day.
That's
but
true.
you keep watching the show, we'll give you everything over time.
No,
It's not a show, but we keep watching
I
whatever.
know.
The,
Whatever
the
this
F
is. Yeah.
No, we were on the highway and I lost you myself. Forget about it. How'd we do?
Honey, I'm gonna use the ladies' room. You need to go?
No, I'm gonna go practice my routine over there.
Okay. Well, don't go
I wish I
too
could get
far.
my actors to do that.
Well, I think you
Every
just gotta
downtime,
talk to
just
him.
practice.
No, you gotta talk. No, Stan, listen
Look,
to me.
look at him.
Hold on now.
Push-ups.
I'm going to
I
get
got
something to
downtime.
eat.
I'm dedicated to my goal.
So again-
Do you really want to be an actor? That's not putting pictures on Instagram. That's practicing your craft.
Yeah. But in the theme of this movie,
Yeah. Sorry.
it's kind of
Get
that
mad at my
everyone
actors.
is back to their. See, when they come together, they kind of have some happiness. But then when they go back to their own separate
Individual goals.
individual things, they get caught up in that.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in that. And then, anyway,
Yeah, get me some porn. Get me something really nasty too. I don't want any of that airbrush shit. Okay, here's the 20. Get yourself a little treat too. Get yourself a fag rag.
All right.
All right.
I will. And
so this is what in the script is called a convenient thing that happens. That's very unlikely. But the audience tends to accept it if it's a negative on your hero, on the character, which this is horribly negative. Because if it happened and something really great came out of it,
They
we'd
go,
go, that's bullshit. That never
Yeah.
happens in life.
Yeah.
But when something random occurs, like a coincidence, and then it F's you over, people go, oh, I relate to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Tend to more accept it.
Yeah.
I will have a blue raspberry slushy.
Frank? Oh my God, how are you? I thought you were gonna.
I love that too. Now, you know, he's an actor and he is doing one shot one way. They're shooting him one way. Now, they don't have another camera. They have to move the whole thing around.
Yeah.
And they've set up and now they've lit the other side. And so now they're saying, we're taking it from that moment, you know, where you finish talking to the clerk and you hear Frank and you hear the
gotta
voice.
turn around.
And you got to turn around and see the person that broke your heart so bad
That
that
you
you
wouldn't
tried to kill
In
yourself.
your life.
End your life.
And that's, by the way, that's probably not something a lot of us can relate to.
No. So, I mean, I can't. We got to play that moment back just a
Go
bit
ahead.
because look, everything doesn't. It's not like he doesn't pack it into one giant moment. It's a surprise, but it's there. Carell, man, this dude is.
You can stop right. Oh, that was good right there.
Yeah,
No, because we've already.
Oh my God, how are you?
that was it.
I thought you were gonna be in Santa Fe for the
And
conference.
then
I was looking
continues
for you.
here.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be in New Haven?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you heard about Larry and the whole genius thing, right?
Yeah.
It's official.
Oh, good.
So we're going to this private spa in Sedona for the week, and then.
Larry's here?
Yeah. He's out filling the tank. He's
Yeah, there he is.
Wow. I can't believe this. How have you been?
I've been fine.
So we know,
He's
basically.
hiding his wrists.
Yeah, but also we know that the grad student doesn't know that he tried to commit suicide because he's like, hey,
Right.
yeah, how you been?
And he's immediately he hit his wrist. That's
Yeah.
the first thing he did.
Of course.
Good.
So again, his doing is not feeling. Your doing is never feeling. Feelings and doings are different things. Actions and feelings, separate. They happen independently. His action is to
Put on a front,
not
right?
put on a front, not show
Not
this guy
show.
what happened to me.
How
not
he,
show
how
this
you
guy
devastated me.
how you devastated me, how everything devastated me. Because it actually wasn't that he just broke up with him. He said it was because he broke up
Also,
with him.
and then the guy got
other
the-
guy got
yeah.
the thing and screwed him over and everything else. So all he's trying to do right now is hiding that.
Hiding.
And then we as the audience know the backstory.
That's right.
So he doesn't have to show us the depth of feeling. We feel it for him. And that is the choice you have to make. So many actors want to show us their depth of feeling instead of doing the action, doing what they need to do as the character in that moment, which is what you do in life, by the way. You don't show us how you feel. You do what you're trying to do, and sometimes it's trying to hide how you feel, which is what is happening to him right now.
Good. You know, I heard.
We're yelling at our audience a lot today. Sorry.
You are.
You were too. You're
I did.
Practice,
Well,
practice,
well.
blah, blah, blah. I have a tiny head.
That you got fired.
Yeah, no. I quit. Guys, enough is enough, you know?
Right. Good, good. So what are you up to now?
I'm weighing my options and, just, you know, taking some time off. And,
Oh, great. That's great.
1979, sir.
so,
Well, it's great to see you.
yeah,
again.
you too.
Okay, respect it.
Oh, man.
He left his slushy.
Hey, you forgot your slushy.
You're in Scott's.
Good job, Matt. You have all the sensitivity of a convenience store owner.
Nailed it. I was up for that part, but I lost out.
Because he intentionally lost his. Forgot his slushy. No, oh my God, that was so hard to watch. That was so.
In a good way.
In the best
In the
way.
best way.
Oh.
Last word free.